Welcome to SMR Bitesize. Fun Time Fridays coming right up. But before that, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel. It's almost the weekend, guys. Yeah, and on a Friday at SMR Bitesize, we like to let our hair down just a little bit. If you're looking for serious news, views, and mild-mannered rants, you'll find all that in the past 4 days, 5-minute takeaways, all available right here. Fridays is strictly for fun. Now, it's been far too long since we've taken a well-deserved pop at GB News, so let's put the record straight on that today. So here's my off-the-cuff reaction to one of their more bizarre rants, this time courtesy of Michelle Dewbs. Now, when she's not appearing live on air identifying as a cat, she prefers the affectionate nickname of Dewbs. So we'll be referring to her as Michelle Dewbs, or maybe the cat. And as GBeebies backfires go, this is pretty good. Enjoy.
If I had £1 for every time that I've been asked, Michelle, why have you got the same adverts over and over again on GB News? And quite frankly, I would be a rich woman.
No, Michelle, you'd have about 17 quid. I've seen the viewing figures.
So it's time to address that question head on. Firstly, we have massive appreciation for every single one of our advertisers, and if you don't know by now where you can buy, sell or repair your gold jewellery, then frankly, you are beyond help. And no, I cannot do a Welsh accent.
No, but you can do a pretty good cat. And more to the point, are you actually dissing WeBuyAnyGold.com or whatever they're called? They are your bread and butter, Dewbs. Sorry, Michelle.
The truth is, though, that we are subject to a massive advertising boycott, and we have been ever since, well, before, actually, we'd even broadcast a second's worth of content. Why?
Oh, that's a naughty one, isn't it? But you know what? I'll take a stab at it. Could be because GB News is a fountain of misinformation and lies, stuff with crackpot Tories and their extreme views, a dash of conspiracy theorists and their frankly off-the-charts ones, a liberal dollop of hate, sprinkling of racism and homophobia, transphobia, Islamophobia. But no, that's probably very unfair of me. Michelle, please explain.
Well, because politically motivated online pressure groups have made it their life's work to try and close us down.
Yeah, but that doesn't really explain why, though, does it? I mean, they may have good reason.
They believe that theirs is the only permissible view, and if anyone dare to hold an opposite opinion, they must be bigots, fascists, and yes, you guessed it, racists. The very people who claim to be against hate spend so much of their time desperately whipping up hatred towards us. When a new advertiser comes on board, a campaign starts almost immediately to get them to leave us.
So you're half right, Michelle. The majority of output from your channel is indeed fascist, bigoted and racist. But you know what? You slipped into that age-old trap again, haven't you? Confusing views and opinions for facts. Dewbs, Michelle, it's because you make shit up. Climate crisis, not happening. COVID, nowhere near as serious as we were told. Evil big pharma. But you want to make it about views and opinions? Well, on Father's Day this year, one of your presenters actually filmed himself trying to burn pride flags in his back garden. Oh, but do go on, Michelle. I'm sure you're right.
Here's an example from just this week. A company, Grind Coffee, joined us, and then, because they were sent a 39-second clip of presenters or contributors daring to challenge the fact that perhaps the planet isn't about to literally explode in a nanosecond, they were asked to remove their advertising from us. They duly agreed, and the baying mob, they were delighted. Woohoo, look, they had their scalp. Victory was theirs.
Yeah, that'll be all the bigotry, the fascism, the racism, Michelle. Tends to have that effect on most people.
But this goes deeper, though, than just social media. Many folk at the heart of advertising and creative industries spend hours and weeks dreaming up inclusive campaigns dripping with diversity. But woe betide you if you've got the audacity to hold views that they may disapprove of, because then out the window goes that inclusion, and in the door instead comes prejudice and exclusion.
Yes, well, you said it, pussy. Come on, Michelle. Where to begin? Look, no climate activist has said the planet is about to explode in a nanosecond, so once again, you're making stuff up. But then that wasn't the reason they pulled their advertising, was it? Again, for the record, it wasn't because GB News proudly explores a diversity of views and opinions, it was in fact because you were putting yourselves on the other side of the argument from the entire scientific community that says climate change is real, based on facts and evidence. Look those two words up, Dewbs. They might even be in your picture book dictionary, who knows? It was because you were lying, spreading untruths, falsehoods, epic porkies, colossal whoppers. But you got the last bit right, though. Victory was theirs, and rightly so.
Using GB News and be clear, you, our viewers, has become the acceptable face of hate.
Oh my goodness, can you see what she's doing? Well, she's literally done it again. It's so on the nose, it's just so brazen. She's literally told you that facts and evidence are in fact prejudice and exclusion. You know, they call this projection, don't they? When you accuse someone else of doing exactly what it is that you're doing. Sadly, Michelle, right now, thanks to Ofcom's inaction, GB News is the acceptable face of hate. Gotta admire her, though, trying to whip up a little bit of an army there. Don't bring your 17 viewers into it, Michelle. I mean, come on, most of them can't spell, well, cat.
It's almost like it's the hip and cool thing to do. If you hate GB News and our viewers, wow, it's a demonstration of how woke you are. Well done, you. You're one of the good guys, so it seems.
Thank you. I've always wanted to be work. Well, here at SMR, Michelle, we are work as
They believe in inclusion for all, but exclusion for you, the GB News viewers. They feel that somehow your pound isn't as good as everybody else's, and that your custom is not as valued, and that you matter less.
Okay, someone call the police. She's gone full Trump. I've just got this image in my mind of all 17 GB News viewers armed with their tinfoil hats, storming the offices of Grind to, I don't know, pelt the CEO with coffee beans.
We strongly disagree with this, and we value each and every single one of you, even if advertisers currently don't. We don't exist to serve the industry elites. We exist to serve you, the great British public. And we will not stop fighting for you and for the issues that you hold dear, the things that are affecting your lives and your communities. And we will not stop fighting for free speech. We will not let you down, but now it is time for us to come together, to push back, to call out what is happening, say that it is wrong and that enough is enough.
And on that note, Michelle, we agree with you wholeheartedly. Ofcom, enough is enough. Take this joke channel off the air. Let's bring a little bit of truth back to the media in the same way we were trying to do that yesterday with politics. Watch Thursday's Bitesize for that. But that said, you keep on keeping on, Dewbs. If for no other reason than it gives us workies some pretty rich pickings. With this year's National Rejoin March set for September the 23rd in London, why not kit yourself out ahead of the big day? You'll find everything you need and more courtesy of our friends at Stay European. All orders over £15 are delivered free, and here's the best bit. As an SMR Bite-Size viewer, you'll get 10% off everything you order. Just enter the code at the checkout. And yep, there's a shop link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, visit 16millionrising.co.uk, where you can listen to this week's full radio show for free, support us with a donation, buy us a coffee, or subscribe as an early riser. Back Monday.